Greetings, kindred friend. Let us be still together in this moment and visualize a scene far removed from all the noise of the city. At an ancient monastery hidden amidst the cloud-covered high mountains, at 4 a.m., when all things are still submerged in the cold mist. In that silent darkness, monks walk quietly, their hands cradling rustic wooden bowls under the flickering light of oil lamps. But this is not an ordinary meal, nor is it a familiar chanting session. This is the beginning of a ritual preserved for thousands of years, a purification rite that takes place steadily every 7 days. The masters of practice understand a profound truth. This body is the most sacred temple we possess. Yet, in the frantic flow of life, that temple is frequently cluttered by toxins from food and the rubbish of anxious thoughts. If not cleared, the light within us will gradually fade under the hazy dust of exhaustion. Why a 7-day cycle? And what secret is hidden in the bowl of warm water and the deep breaths at dawn? In today's video, I invite you to step into the journey of discovering the 24-hour purification ritual of Zen masters, a method that not only helps your body clear out faulty cells, but also returns a primal lightness to your soul. Let us begin together, for your temple deserves to be cared for and to shine once again. Purification begins from the mind. Before the wooden bowl is raised and the first drops of pure water touch the lips, there is a preparation more important than food, the preparation of the inner self. My friend, I want you to understand that this ritual is not a harsh diet, nor a fleeting detox trend often seen in the modern world. This is a discipline of compassion, a gift of love that you offer yourself after long, tiring days. In Buddhist philosophy, body and mind are essentially an inseparable flow. If we only worry about clearing what is inside the bowl while leaving the mind submerged in resentment, regret, or speculation about the future, then the temple of the body is not yet truly cleaned. Purification is actually a process from the inside out, where we learn to let go of emotional burdens before filtering out physical waste. If you feel your heart resonating with these values of peace and wish to nourish stillness with me every day, I invite you to press the subscribe button and light up the bell icon nearby. That is the way we build a community of kindred friends together, guiding each other on the path of awakening and healing. Now, as the mindset becomes open, let us look deeply into why the 7-day cycle holds the key to rebirth, where the ancient wisdom of the monks meets the greatest discoveries of modern science regarding life. The wisdom of cells, when science meets spirituality. My friend, have you ever wondered what the body you inhabit actually is? In the deep insight of the enlightened ones, this body is not just unfeeling flesh and bone, but a sacred chariot sheltering consciousness. Every anxious thought or spontaneous joy does not just stay in the mind, they truly soak deep into the blood, affecting every chemical flow within you. When the mind is not at peace, the cells must also bend under the weight of stress. Therefore, after every 7 days of labor, the monks perform the purification ritual, like giving that chariot a break to self-align. The 7-day cycle is not an arbitrary human number. It harmonizes with the natural energy flow of the universe and life. This is the moment we allow the internal organs to breathe, to temporarily drop the sword of defense to enter regeneration mode. The miracle is that what the monks have practiced since ancient times has now been confirmed by modern science through the concept of autophagy, also known as the self-eating process. Scientists have proven that when we consciously pause the intake of external energy, the body activates a remarkably intelligent cleaning mechanism. It searches for and consumes old, damaged cells and faulty proteins to convert them into new energy. In other words, purification is the time your body eats away what is redundant and diseased to nourish a purer life. When you stop taking in, the body finally has the chance to clear out. The wisdom of the cells has always been there, just waiting for you to grant it a silent space to perform its sacred healing vocation. the threshold of stillness, preparing as the sun sets. When the sunlight gradually disappears behind the mountain range and darkness begins to cover all things, that is when the purification ritual truly starts. My friend, a complete rebirth does not begin when you wake up tomorrow morning. It begins right at the threshold of tonight. In the monastery, purification is a continuous process, where evening preparation is the bridge leading into the sacredness of the morning. The first step is a light meal in the late afternoon, followed by a total cessation of energy intake. Let the fire of digestion rest early, so the body does not have to work hard through the long night, but can instead dedicate all resources to the work of cellular clearing. Next, I invite you to perform an action that is symbolic yet has a profound impact on consciousness. Clear the space around you. In Buddhist philosophy, the external environment is the mirror reflecting the inner self. When you rearrange your pillow, clear away redundant items on the bedside table, or simply wipe away a layer of dust, you are silently sending a signal to the brain. Everything is in order. The chaos has stopped. Every object placed in its right spot is a thought loosened. Before drifting into sleep, spend a few minutes sitting quietly in a circle of mindfulness. Visualize a circle of light enveloping you, protecting you from the noise of the world outside. In that space, whisper a powerful mantra. I release. I let go. I purify. Feel the weight of the day's troubles gradually melting away with each exhalation. When you sleep early in a clean space and an empty soul, that is when the detox process begins right within the dream. Sleep is no longer mere loss of consciousness, but the first stage of deep purification. You do not need effort to clean yourself. You only need to enter sleep with a willingness to be made new. Awaken dawn, the ritual of rebirth in every breath. When the first rays of the new day softly touch the windowsill, wake up in the gentlest way possible. Do not rush into news reports or daily worries. At the monastery, this is the most sacred time, the moment when the energy of heaven and earth is freshest and purest. The ritual begins with a bowl of steaming, fragrant hot water. Not just plain warm water. The monks often add a few slices of ginger to warm the inner fire, a stalk of lemongrass to clear the energy flows, and a few basil leaves to bring silence to the mind. As you raise the bowl of water, feel the warmth spread through your palms, and as you take slow sips, visualize this pure stream gently winding into every corner of the body, watering and awakening the internal organs after a long night of rest. Now, as the body is warmed, I invite you into the most important part of the morning, the moment of breath and silence. Sit very still, back straight but not rigid. We perform deep, conscious breaths. Visualize each inhalation as a wave of light entering the chest, and each exhalation as a complete letting go. At this time, breathing is no longer a mere biological act. It becomes an invisible shower washing the soul. Let that stream of air pass through the mind, washing away old troubles, sad memories, or emotional toxins you have accumulated for so long. Only in this stillness, when body and mind merge as one, do you feel true cleanliness, not just clean skin, but purity in every thought. After the period of sitting in silence, your body will need the most minimalist nourishment. The monks usually have a bowl of millet porridge or diluted brown rice, keeping only the essence of the broth. This is how we nourish the body without putting pressure on the digestive system. We eat in gratitude, feeling the natural sweetness of heaven and earth in each tiny grain. To further support the detoxification, a few gentle laxative herbs are used, like a kind hand helping the body bid farewell to what is no longer necessary. Finally, conclude the ritual with slow walking meditation steps. Each footstep touching the ground is a connection with the compassionate Mother Earth. Do not walk to get anywhere, walk to feel your presence on this earth. You will realize that, after a morning of such practice, your body is not only physically lighter, but your spirit also becomes as clear as a rippleless lake. You are ready to receive life with an entirely new being. Bringing the monastery to the city, 7 steps for home purification. Perhaps right now, you are secretly thinking, how can I perform these sacred rituals when surrounded by car horns, bills, and the frantic pace of the city? My friend, I want to give you a secret. The monastery does not actually lie in stone walls or mossy roofs. It lies right in your breath and your choices. You do not need to go to the highest mountain peak to find purity. You only need to create a space for it to exist right here, in your own home. To help you bring the energy of rebirth into daily life, I have distilled this ritual into 7 simple steps that anyone can practice. Step 1. Choose a fixed day of the week. It could be Sunday or any day you get to live for yourself. Consider this a sacred date with the soul, an unbreakable commitment between you and peace. Step 2. Start from the previous dinner. When the sunset of Saturday falls, have a very light dinner and finish it as early as possible. This is the act of rolling out the red carpet for the body's self-healing process at night. Step 3 is the warming bowl of hot water at dawn. As soon as you wake up, instead of picking up your phone, cherish a bowl of hot water. Feel the warmth spreading through your palms. That is the first friendly greeting for your internal organs. Step 4. Dedicate 10 minutes to stillness. Just 10 minutes, sit still and observe the breath. Even if there is noise outside, remember that you are the silent sky, and the noise is just passing clouds. Step 5 is minimalist eating. During these 24 hours, use only vegetable broth or a light bowl of millet porridge. Give your digestive system a real vacation after long days of being overloaded. Step 6. Move like a slow river. A short walk in the park or a few gentle stretching movements will help the energy flow within you. Be cleared, bringing oxygen and life to every cell. And finally, step 7, the most important, turn off all screens. Bravely renounce the digital world on this day. When you turn off the blue light from the phone, you are opening up the true light from within. You see, purification is not an escape from life, but a return to oneself. When you perform these 7 steps, your home turns into a hermitage, and you are the monk healing yourself in the heart of the city. The cycle of light. Rebirth in every week. Our journey today does not close with a final stop, but with a circle of natural transition. My friend, after going through these purification rituals, I want you to imprint the most compassionate truth of human life. Do not strive to be perfect. Our goal is not to keep the temple of the body absolutely pure without a single speck of dust, but to learn how to find balance right in the middle of life's volatile flow. Just as a lake after the rain will have falling leaves again, or a mirror just wiped will be blurred by mist again, your body and soul will also accumulate toxins and worries again. That is not failure. That is life. Life is a continuous process of intake and elimination. Understand this truth. Purification is not an effort to be clean forever, but learning to smile and clear up whenever the dust of the world visits. The 7-day cycle is the heartbeat of rebirth. It reminds us that no matter how tired the past week was, no matter how much trouble you happen to carry, there is always a Sunday a day of doing nothing for you to be washed and start over. The 24-hour purification ritual not only takes away the waste in the veins, but it also takes away the outdated old chapters in the consciousness to make room for the green shoots of new hope to bloom. Tonight, as you prepare to drift into sleep after a day lived fully, feel the lightness spreading from your chest to every toe. You are no longer the entity of yesterday. You are standing at the threshold of newness. My kindred friend, are you ready to be reborn every 7 days? Are you willing to let go of what is old to receive a more radiant vitality tomorrow morning? If this video brought you a peaceful silence, please help me spread this light by leaving a comment below. I choose purity. That is the way we light the lamps of awakening together. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons so we can continue to accompany each other on the journey back to ourselves. Wishing you a peaceful night, a new week full of energy, and the most brilliant rebirth. Goodbye, and see you again.